You see, we have conducted the periodic test number 2 with a new pattern that is in the OMR sheet. In the OMR sheet. Okay, those who are traveling, okay. OMR sheet. And it is a new pattern. And in OMR sheet, when we write, all the questions will be MCQ type. MCQ type. So OMR exams are 1 question, 1 minute. That is a standardized timing for the question answers. 1 question, 1 minute. So if it is 40 question, 40 minutes. 90 question, 90 minutes. 30 questions, 30 minutes. That means we have to reach that speed. And as far as English is concerned, the questions will be mainly from connotations. Direct meanings will be very less. Direct questions will be very less. In English, questions will be our connotations. What does it mean? What was the thought of the author? What does it mean by this word? What does it mean by that sentence using in such a way? What is the meaning of the word in that lesson in the particular portion? In this way, the questions will be coming. So, reading the book will be not enough. Attending the class is very, very important. Attending the classes. However, the meaning is told to you. However, the inner meaning is told to you. Sometimes I tell you that you should be one among the characters. You become Wanda, you become Peggy, you become Anne Frank. Then only we will get that kind of meaning, that kind of answer to those questions. Anyway, this exam we have kept it as a trial for your performance to know the speed, how do you understand and all these things. Okay. It will not be considered fully on the basis of mark. Many things will be taken in this exam. One thing I have noticed, a few of you did not write your name clearly. I told you should have a sharpened pencil. You are using pencil. Name should be written very clearly. And shading should be done properly. Some students have done in such a way that it cannot be read. So in the next exam onwards, do it. Why shall we do wrong and to learn correct? If you are doing the beginning rightly, well, then it will be perfect. So second exam will be perfect. Second thing, I have a doubt when I went through the answers. When you mark the shading, the line is changed. Because all are bubbles, isn't it? When you went to the bubble, I think unknowingly you have done 13th bubble is in 12th bubble. And 12th bubble came in 13th bubble. I doubt, I don't know. Each one should think. Because the answer is just opposite. In this way, because answer is 2, first one is 2, second one is 4. So just opposite had come. The same mistake had happened in certain students. So I doubt whether you have wrongly shaded the bubble. May be correct or may not be correct. But my doubt is there while going through the answer script. So please check to that. Be careful. Be careful that in order to overcome such mistakes, it is better to keep a scale with you. Scale with you. So whichever question is over, you cover with the scale, so it will not be a mistake. A technique. Cover the upper layer with a scale. So whichever layer you have to write, that will be seen to you. This is a technique. If anybody has committed such kind of mistake, it is a technique to overcome it. It's a technique to overcome it. Clear now? These are the two mistakes. Now just I will read out the answers. I will read out the answers and you will be able to recollect whether it is wrong or right what you have written. Choose the correct option matching the given sentence. With his parents circled around raising a proud cackle. The word is proud cackle. Proud cackle means after victory, pride comes. Clear now? This is the way you have to think. The word is proud cackle. Proud means after victory. So it should be well done. Well done. That's it. This is the way you have to find out the answer. Second one, most appropriate option from the following. Devour, guzzle. What is a synonym for devour? Gulp, gulp. Number 4. Pick out the most appropriate reason why the young seagull felt dizzy. First one, he had not eaten for 1 day. How would you describe the screams of the gulls in the lesson? The screams they made to promote, to appreciate these two things. One, to promote the young seagull to fly. Second one, when he flew, they appreciated. So both represents elation. Elation. All day long he had watched his parents flying about his brothers and sisters. Seagull did not feel, negative, did not feel according to the given context. It was fourth, ungrateful. Next time, I will not give you these kind of questions together from one lesson. This time, I want to help you to think in a sequence. Next time, I will mix it. Okay. Then, select the correct option to fill the blank. Risk, risky. What is risky? Risky is an adjective. So you have to choose the adjective from here. Hazard, hazardous. You see, sequence is there. Risk, risky, danger, dangerously. Sequence is there. But here, hazardous is the word. Risk, risky is the adjective. Select the correct option that shows progress in the lesson. Going on, progress. Third one, he was optimistic. The captain was optimistic. Then he cooled down his mind. Then he became happy. Then he appreciated the growth of the thoughts. First, he was optimistic, seeing the danger. He kept an optimistic mind. Then he cooled down. Then he elated, happy. Then he was appreciating. See, third one. Then, why do you think the woman in the control room laughed? This is a simple answer. Second one, she thought the question was absurd. Foolish question. Ninth one, which was the most threatening moment for the pilot? Here, most threatening. Threatening is, if only threatening, it can be number 1. It can also be number 1. But most threatening is the failure of equipments. Failure of equipments. Non-functioning of equipment. How would you describe the risk that the pilot took? Impetus. In the Ball poem, that narrator, who was narrator? An onlooker, one who looks at the boy, sees the boy. The Ball poem begins with a question. With this, the poet thinks what to do. He was thinking to himself. This should be reflecting in his mind. Choose the option that has alliteration. Alliteration means on a single line, same alphabet will be repeated. Same alphabet will be repeated. There it is, second one. Who has lost his? H begins, has and his. Second one. This we will study later. I think you have studied, still we will have a revision. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy. Choose the word that does not mean, does not. Previous question I have given capital letter. Here I did not use a capital letter. Let me know whether you will notice it or not. I wrote in the normal letter. Does not mean, that is fourth one, faithful. Choose the meaning of harbor. All other except one, all other answers are about the physical harbor. Here it is mental harbor. I told all the thoughts came into his mind. Like this I told you. Harbor is this one, not the sea coast. So keep a thought in mind secretly. Harbor in mind. Paper has patience, more patience than people. Here all the answers are confusing. The fourth one is correct, most correct. Could share feelings openly on paper. Fourth one. Choose the word that doesn't match with the patience. Doesn't match. Grit. Second one. 18. If the diary were a real friend, what qualities Anne would expect it to have? B, C, E. Third one. Good listener, confident and non-judgmental. What was the impact created on Mr. Keesing by the act of Anne? Made him also jovial. Next time onwards, he began to talk in the class. Why did Mr. Keesing call Anne a chatterbox? Direct question. Because she was talking too much. Next also direct answer. He should be lurking in shadow. Shadow refers to shadow of long grass. Next also direct question. Pick out the phrase that does not suggest. Thick and green. Waterhole. Tricky was a pathetic little animal. What do you mean by pathetic? Fourth one, Tricky's health was deteriorating. 25. For 2 days, I kept an eye on him. What is the meaning? Kept an eye. Keep close watch. Keep a watch. Name the author Triumph. Harriet, number 1. Author of bold poem, Berryman, first one. Next, grammar. I told him that fill up the blanks. Should go. This we will study later after the portions. You have already studied tenses. Just we will have only a revision. You have already studied tenses. Next, if clause. If I had seen you there, I would have given. Third one. I would have given. 30th. First one. The students is. One of the students is. These are the answers. Now, let us come to the lesson now. So, the last class, we have seen that the scientist, what is his name? Griffin. So, attend to the class. Scientist Griffin found that how he could make himself invisible. That is a good invention. That is a science, isn't it? But you see, whatever knowledge we have, Whatever capacity we have, it is very important to note how do we use it. How do we use it? Whether I have used it negatively or positively. Negatively or positively. This is very important. How do we use our energy, my dear students, Hein Steve, Asana, Muhammad, Lolita, Johan, Savion, Nas, Emil, Hadi. All these students, there are two students told me that they are on travel. Okay, I agree. Others, what is this? You see, in English class, switch on the video. It is literature class. Sometimes at home you may have some pet dogs or pet cats or something, and they may come and disturb you. Tell him, wait, you go and take rest. Let me finish my class and come. Sometimes you may have some guests at home. Tell the guest, sorry, Joseph's class, 30 minutes. Please wait. So they will wait. Attend the classes with video because it is literature class. I look at all of your faces. Though I didn't call your names, but I look at each and everyone's face. I can read your face while you attend the class. When your attention is distracted, when you are not attending the class that second I can recognize when you are distracted. So please attend the classes with videos. So what I told you is that our energy, that means when you are switching off, okay, rejoin. When we are using, now you are using your energy negatively when you don't switch on the video. You are using negatively. You are sitting 40 minutes and you are distracted. Negative usage. But when you switch on the video and attend the class, you are using your energy positively, creatively. Using creative or negative work is different. I will tell you one example, then I will go to the lesson. You see, atom was invented. Am I right? You are studying physics and all these things. Atom, chemistry, physics and all these things. You study science, you study. Atom invented. For what purpose atom is invented? Or from atom, what we have learned? Atom is an energy. Atom is an energy. With the atoms, we can do many things. But this atom, after the invention of atom, through the explosion, we can make explosions, isn't it? Through atom, with the help of atom, we can make explosion. Am I right? But after the invention of atom, what did the human race do? They created a bomb. And they put that bomb in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Today is August 9th. A bomb was dropped in Nagasaki. On 6th, it was in Hiroshima. Casually, it came from my mouth. So that bomb atom was used negatively, destructively. Energy is invented, atom is invented for a creative purpose of using energy creatively. But it is applied destructively. Like here, scientist Griffin invented how a human body can be invisible, made invisible. And he himself used that energy in a destructive purpose. He was a lawless man. He never paid the rent. So the landlord told, get out of the room and vacate. I want to give to somebody else. So what did he do? He burned the house. Very good man, isn't it? He burned the house and he threw out his dress and he became invisible and he went out. Because if he wears dress, people will catch him. People would catch him. So he threw his dress and he became invisible. This is the way. And what happened after last we have seen, he became, number one, homeless. Number one. Number two, there are two words, I make it two. One, he became homeless. Number two, he became a wanderer. If he has no house, he will become a wanderer. Number three, he was without clothes. So he cannot become visible now. He has no clothes. He cannot become visible. Number four, he has no money. Number five, he was quite invisible. These are the five qualities of Mr. Griffin now. Now he fell into a muddy water and he then walked. Then at the foot there was mud. So the footprints were marked on the tiles of the steps. Now let us see. He escaped easily enough from the boys who followed his footprints in London. He escaped from them. But his adventures were by no means over. You see, when the footprints had faded and faded and faded, and then there were no footprints. In this way, the two boys, you and I, we are the two boys, you and I, Emil, good morning, good afternoon. You and I, we were walking behind Griffin, Emil. So after these footprints were not seen, we could not follow him. I was following Emil. I got some footprints and I was following. I went to his house. I followed him. Once the footprints were over, then I won't be able to follow. In this way, the scientist Griffin could save himself from the sights of the children. But that doesn't mean that he stopped his work, but his adventures were by no means over. He had chosen a bad time of the year to wander about London without clothes. Underline. He had chosen a time to wander in the streets of London without clothes. So he cannot become visible now. He cannot become visible. It was mid-winter. You see, in Europe, in London, during the time of winter, if you don't have the clothes, what would be the condition? When I was in the North India, I was using 2 or 3 sweaters, one after another, when there is extreme winter. So if it is in Europe, what would be the cold? So here the man has no dress. The air was bitterly cold and he could not do without clothes. That means he could not survive. He could not live. He could not stand without clothes. So his first priority is to get some clothes. Instead of walking about the streets, he decided to slip into a big London store for warmth. So he thought, it is not good that I walk along the street. I am feeling cold. Better I may get into a shop and I will get some warmth. So underline, instead of walking about the streets, he decided to slip into means get into, enter. Right. Get into or enter. Enter a big London store for warmth. He doesn't want anything. He wants to get warm. Closing time arrived. So he was inside the shop. Nobody sees. You see, he was inside the shop. Nobody sees. Closing time arrived. And as soon as the doors were shut, he was inside. He was inside. The shutter was shut. Griffin was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing and feeding himself without regard to expense. Underline. Very good man, isn't it? Very good man. Nobody sees him. He entered a shopping mall. There was food items, biscuits, cookies, everything, cool drinks, everything there. Then dress items, sweaters, everything is there. So he entered there, and the daytime he was walking here and there. He sat on a corner and nobody sees him. He got warm. And in the night, the shutter was locked. Everybody gone out. So it became a Puram for him. Thrissur Puram. Because he was alone inside. He could do whatever he wanted. What did he do? He took cookies and biscuits and he ate enough. And he took the bottle, cool drinks, and he drank. He enjoyed, you see. He was able to give himself the pleasure of clothing and feeding himself, underline. Pleasure of clothing and feeding himself without regard to expense. He need not pay a single money because he has no money. Nobody is there. Billing clerk is not there. No light is there. Door is locked. He is alone inside. He was the king of the shop. So he can take whatever he wanted. So he ate and drank everything. And he took whatever cloth he wanted. He took and covered himself. He broke open boxes and wrappers and fitted himself out with warm clothes. He broke open boxes and wrappers and took the warm cloth and he covered himself. Soon, with the shoes, an overcoat, and a wide-brimmed hat, he became a fully dressed and visible person. Underline that sentence. So he took what all things? Shoes. So his invisible feet were in the shoes, as you see in the picture. With the shoes, an overcoat, and a wide-brimmed hat, that type of hat. He became fully dressed and he became visible. In the kitchen of the restaurant, he found cold meat and coffee, and he followed up the meal with sweets and wine taken from the grocery store. Finally, he settled down to sleep on a pile of quilts. Very good, isn't it? He enjoyed very nicely. He took meat, he took wine and everything, and he had a very good dress. And he went to the area where woolen clothes were piled up. There he went and lay down, and he enjoyed warmth. The rest we will see in the next class. Okay. Thank you.